we moved around in 2001, my freshman year of college. I didn't know Marcel. It was way before my marriage. We're talking about something that happened 23 years ago. And then for him to say, oh, I saw it, I'm like, really? Because the word around town in Huntsville was that Martell liked boys who was in college. So he didn't see anything. And if he did see something, he was sneaking in the room, or a hidden tape was somewhere, because he didn't see anything.
When LaTisha Scott speaks, people stop and listen. It's not just because she's a central figure on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, but because she always knows how to stir the pot at the right moment. And this time, she has shaken the entire fan base to its core. With one bold statement, LaTisha didn't just shade Martell Holt, she went straight for the jugular, dropping unexpected details that fans never saw coming. For years, Martell has carried the label of being messy, dramatic, and scandal-prone. But what LaTisha just revealed might change the way people see him forever. Could it be that Martell Holt, the man who has been at the center of so much relationship drama, is hiding a truth bigger than anything the cameras have ever shown? According to LaTisha, the answer is yes. And the fallout from her words could change the entire direction of the show. But here's the twist: this revelation didn't come out in the middle of a heated argument on set.
People this over and over again. Martell is the type of person, if he had anything, he would have been released it a long time ago. He's been showing people stuff on his phone forever. Like the whole revenge porn thing, that did happen. That is a true thing that really happened. And not only have he shown people stuff in his phone of his ex-wife, he's also showed people stuff in his phone with his baby mother. Like, she needs to check on that too. He's shown the boys pictures of her dancing in the closet, shaking after he paid for some type of procedure she had. So he's known for that.
It came during a candid moment when LaTisha decided she was tired of holding back. Tired of protecting a storyline. Tired of the edits. And tired of Martell's image being painted one way, when behind the scenes, the reality looks very different. Now, the question on everyone's mind isn't just did she really say that? It's how much more does she know? LaTisha Scott has never been one to stay in the background. From the very beginning of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, she and her husband Marceau were presented as the couple who balanced ambition with family life. LaTisha wanted to build her empire while also protecting her home. Fans connected to her because she often played the role of the loyal wife, the one willing to stand up for her marriage, even when people doubted Marceau's faithfulness. That loyalty made her relatable, but it also placed her at the center of constant conflict.
I don't understand why he would say that, why he would throw me in the middle of that. And so him and Marcel was going back and forth. Unfortunately, edits didn't show what Marcel said, but they showed what Martell said. So you guys really didn't see or hear everything that Marcel was saying to him, because Marcel was dropping receipts and he was naming guys who Martell have slept with in Huntsville.
Over the seasons, LaTisha's story became tightly woven with Martell Holt's drama. At first, Martell's issues were his own. He was the flashy husband, the man who wanted it all: business, success, family, and women. His marriage to Melody Sherry seemed picture perfect, until the curtain fell. When his long-term affair was exposed, Martell became the villain of the franchise. He lost Melody, he lost respect, and he lost control of his narrative. Still, despite everything, Martell always managed to remain relevant, because no matter how bad things got, there was always another scandal waiting just around the corner. But LaTisha's relationship with Martell was complicated. On one hand, she and Marceau often clashed with him and Melody. On the other hand, she saw through his games in ways that fans sometimes missed.
No, you said that I've been quiet. I know a lot more than what I say. And for years, Marcel have been like, no T, don't do that, no T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Marcel, because I just don't want to be fighting with him. So, but at some point, you have to be like, enough is enough. Like, leave us alone, stop it. We don't say nothing about you. When we do say something, it is like something that has been asked of us on the TV show. We're filming a television show. If someone asks us a question of something that you've already put out there, we can speak on it. But we don't put things out there before you put it out.
From early seasons, LaTisha hinted that Martell's behavior didn't always match the image he tried to put forward. She questioned his motives, his need for control, and even the secrets he kept from the cameras. At times, fans thought she was simply stirring drama. But now, looking back, some wonder if she was dropping clues all along. What really fueled the tension between LaTisha and Martell was trust, or rather, the lack of it. Martell has a history of crossing lines, exposing castmates, and throwing people under the bus if it means saving himself. So when LaTisha finally decided to break her silence and call him out in a way that nobody expected, it didn't come out of nowhere. It was years in the making. Years of watching Martell manipulate narratives. Years of holding back while producers decided what would and wouldn't make it to air. And years of keeping secrets that she claims the fans deserved to know. The drama exploded when LaTisha dropped the bombshell that Martell Holt's life off camera may not match the story he fights so hard to defend.
Martell is for the streets. I love you, Martell.
She hinted that Martell wasn't just unfaithful to Melody with women, there's another side of his personal life that he's been desperate to keep quiet. According to LaTisha, Martell has been involved with men in Huntsville. And here's the kicker, she claims her husband Marceau had names, details, and even proof. The way LaTisha presented this information stunned fans. She didn't stumble. She didn't hesitate. She spoke with the calm certainty of a woman who knows she's holding on to something heavy. It's not alleged, it's real. That simple statement shook the fan base. Because in reality TV, accusations fly all the time. Cast members shade each other constantly. But when someone says it's not speculation, not gossip, not he said, she said, but fact, it takes the drama to a level that can't be ignored. The most shocking part wasn't just the accusation itself, but the claim that this information was already out there, tucked away in production cuts. LaTisha revealed that Martell's supposed relationships with men weren't just whispered rumors, they were conversations that were filmed but left on the cutting room floor. This revelation turned the spotlight away from Martell and onto the producers. Why would they bury such explosive content? Why would they protect Martell, a man who has already been the face of multiple scandals? Fans immediately began speculating. Some argued that producers feared exposing this storyline because it would overshadow the rest of the show. Others believed they were protecting Martell's image to avoid crossing a line that reality TV hasn't dared to explore. But no matter the reason, LaTisha's words forced everyone to ask the same question: how much of reality TV is real? And how much is carefully edited to control the story? For Martell, this couldn't have come at a worse time. Already under scrutiny for his messy divorce, custody battles with Melody, and failed business ventures, this new accusation adds a layer of controversy that he may not be able to escape. His entire image has always been built on being the alpha male, the charming, confident man who women fall for, even when he betrays them. If LaTisha's claims gain traction, that image could crumble overnight. What makes this even more intense is that LaTisha didn't position her words as a cheap shot. She framed them as truth that fans deserve. That tone changes everything. It's one thing for a castmate to throw shade in the heat of an argument. It's another for someone to calmly say, "This is real, and I've been quiet too long." It leaves fans wondering, what receipts does she actually have? And will she bring them out if Martell tries to call her bluff? The ripple effects of this bombshell are massive. First, there's the personal fallout. Martell's relationships with the cast have already been shaky, and this could isolate him completely. If Marceau really handed over names and details, that means he's been involved in Martell's business in ways that could never be undone. For years, Martell and Marceau's friendship has been strained, filled with side eyes, insults, and backhanded comments. But this makes it personal on a level that could destroy any hope of peace. Second, there's the professional fallout. If producers really did cut these details, fans now know the show is hiding storylines. That damages credibility. Reality TV thrives on chaos, but it also depends on trust, the trust that what fans are seeing is at least close to the truth. If fans believe the editing protects certain people, the entire franchise could take a hit. Already, social media is filled with comments accusing producers of favoritism, questioning why Martell is given so much protection when other cast members are dragged without mercy. And third, there's the cultural fallout. In the Black reality TV space, storylines about cheating, betrayal, and family drama are common. But accusations about sexuality carry a different weight. They push conversations into sensitive territory about identity, masculinity, and representation. Some fans feel this storyline could open doors to deeper, necessary conversations. Others fear it could turn ugly, used as a weapon rather than a moment of truth. Either way, the drama has sparked debates that go far beyond Huntsville. Emotionally, the impact on everyone involved is heavy. For Martell, if these accusations are true, it means he's been living with a secret that has shaped every choice he's made. If they're not true, it means his reputation is being dragged through the mud in a way that may never fully wash off. Either way, the toll is brutal. Martell has always been stubborn, quick to fight, and unwilling to admit when he's wrong. But this situation isn't one he can charm his way out of.